I have a picture hanging on the wall of my, well, design room where I go and I design and develop my boots. There it is. And it says here, every shoe tells a story. And that's the shoe. It's almost banana shaped. And believe it or not, that shoe weighs less than 3 ounces. And it was made for a chap called Steve Prefontaine in America. He was a runner, fantastic runner, at the University of Oregon. And his coach was Bill Bowerman. And Bill Bowerman, the coach, made him this shoe. And he went on to break records in it, American records. And I think he would have been one of the greatest world-class runners of all time, but he died in 1975 in a car crash. But his coach was called Bill Bowerman, and Bill Bowerman made him a shoe in his garage. And for the sole, he used his wife's waffle iron, and he poured rubber into it. She must have been a very understanding wife, and it made the mold. And with that mold, he cut it then and he glued it to the shoe. So it had this grip on it, but it was incredibly light. So many years later, I was looking at making a new Last. I started seeing people's feet, which, although the volume was good, it was the shape. It just didn't suit them, this Last. They were looking for something else. They needed something else for comfort. And so I went back to Bill Bowerman and other athletic shoemakers. And I began to look more at the things they'd considered when making their Lasts and their developments. And I came up with this Last, and it's called the AForme Last. The toe is much straighter. So as you can see, it's like the Altberg A. The Altberg is straight here and round there. The Altberg A, straight and round. So I called it the AForme, or asymmetric Last. And the differences are quite significant, although the length and the volume are very similar. First of all, it's got a much narrower heel, much narrower, if you look, much more curved and narrow. It's also narrower in the waist here, it's sculpted in more, so it actually supports the inside of the foot more for activity. It's wider here, but the volume is similar. So the reason is because we move this, we call it the cone. This is higher here. This has been moved right back like this. So it's an asymmetric shape. It's moved back. It's wider at the base, but the volume is similar to this. Narrow at the heel, narrow at the instep. And finally, one of the biggest things is the spring, the toe roll. It's got a high toe roll. It rolls right up for activity, running or walking. This has got an average toe roll, this is the conventional one. This is not quite so conventional. And so, this AForme Last came from running shoe technology. Now I'll tell you something interesting going back to this picture. Bill Bowerman, who made the shoe for Steve Prefontaine, right? He went on to start a very large sports shoe company. It grew to be the biggest in the world. And I think you're lucky now, you will not go into a sports shop anywhere without seeing a pair of shoes, sports shoes that originated from Bill Bowerman in them days.